Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast Never Sleeps. I'm your host Cameron. With me always is Jared.
Heyo.
Heyo. And so if you haven't been to this, seen our podcast before, we talk everything from the mysterious to the hilarious. We talk about anything we find interesting, we discuss it.
Yeah.
So if it's pop culture, like Britney Spears, no, what's more relevant?
I don't know.
Ariana Grande.
You went 20 years old.
We'll talk about Ariana Grande.
The OJ trial.
Yeah, right. We'll talk about the JFK assassination. But no, we will. We talk about the ancient, the mysterious, the wild, and pop culture, anything funny, anything you find interesting. So I hope you guys enjoy. Matter of fact, today, what are we talking about, Jared? What are you getting into?
So it's come up in a few recent episodes while we covered other topics. So I decided to focus on near-death experience.
Let's go.
What are they? What are people experiencing when this happens, and what does it mean?
I like it. Keep going.
What's the meaning? Well, that's it. I don't want to spoil too much.
Yeah, you don't have to. Okay, so let's get this going here. I got something I think you're really gonna either love or hate. Mm-hmm. So, do you enjoy the show The Boys?
It's one of my favorite shows.
Good. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I love it too. But this most recent season, season 4, I don't think is the best season in the world.
I loved it. Okay,
why.
go ahead. So far, I'm in. I thought it was the last season of the show. Is it not?
No.
So
next season, season 5 is the final season.
If this isn't the last season, then that does make it a little bit worse in my eyes because I was expecting it to all end. So now I'm upset.
Yeah.
Right? Like I was ready for the end.
Agreed.
And they're kind of setting it up that way. So now I'm kind of pissed.
You should be. And there's a lot more reasons to be pissed. So I say we jump into it, yeah?
Yeah.
So, man, I got my disappointed face on. You like the end of Loki season 2?
Yeah.
Him with the green tie.
Woo!
A ghost, a ghoul, a goblin, a monster, a werewolf.
Went on and wrote in the comments, I was going to say that came out great.
You're off to a great start.
Yeah. We got some fun stuff planned today. We got some goods. We do. We got the goods. Dude, this is so much work doing all of this. So, yeah, we do. We got the goods.
All this.
Yeah. So, Jared, first of all, I do want to hear about all of this near-death experiences, and people have memories of these near-death experiences, or life after death. What is this?
Yeah. So when people are dead, I mean, and I'll define it as we go along, but something seems to happen to them, and then when they're brought back, because not everybody that flatlines comes back, right? Unfortunately. But the ones that do, about 20% of them, they say something happened to them while they were dead. And this is impossible, right? It would be impossible to not only have some sort of mental stimuli or even a lucid dream when there's no brain activity.
Yeah.
And remember it. That is impossible scientifically. But people are coming back and saying that they experienced something. And they all pretty much tell the same stories.
That's creepy. That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Why would they all tell the same story?
Yeah. So, like I said, so only 20% of people that are dead and are brought back have these experiences.
Okay.
Age, not a factor. So children are part of these studies. The largest study ever done on this is about 4,000 cases. So we're not talking about a small cross-section here where they were just like, oh, these few people say this happened.
So scientifically has been studied, has been looked at.
Oh, yeah. By doctors.
There's numbers, there's figures that you're going to...
Yep, published on the NIH, on the NIH website, sorry.
National Institute of Health.
Yeah, I was going to say NHI, and I was like, wait, that's non-human intelligence.
Them too.
Yeah, there's some people think there's a correlation.
What? So what is GL saying? Because I know he mentioned something about... flatlining or something? What was it? The accident?
He says he has an accident.
What's this?
Felt like minutes going by, and it felt like something surrounding him, protecting him, because he didn't get hurt at all. Just glass in his hand. And I guess he came out of his seatbelt, and then something dark surrounded him, and he didn't see any light. Like that's what's one of the tropes.
Is that one of the things?
Light.
Well, I know I've heard that.
And then after the accident, when he started having dreams about a past life, so it opened him up to something.
Jesus Christ.
So, he's hitting on a lot of things that are common that go along with these near-death experiences. So, like I said before, what is like? How do we define?
Are we jumping into
dead?
it?
Oh, we can. Yeah.
Let's jump into it, dude.
You want to jump
So yeah, let's go right into
Yeah.
it. So I mean, this is a crazy topic.
It really is.
I mean, what would it fall under? Like, if we had to categorize it, which one of our topics, which one of our segments would it fall under?
I find near-death experiences to be very mysterious.
So it would fall under the ancient and mysterious.
It would. Like that witch lady.
And that UFO.
That cool lightning storm.
And the doorway.
Do you really think the Roswell crash happened because of a lightning storm?
Yeah, no, absolutely, of course. No,
because of the way I posed the question, obviously I don't.
Yeah.
So you have to say
yeah.
Like if I was like, dude, how about that lightning storm that brought down a UFO?
Totally
different
loaded,
response.
Yeah, both loaded, but in different ways. Yeah.
So we know that's not.
Do you really think a lightning storm?
Let's be real.
How fucking dumb would you have to be? But
These
what do
things
you
traverse
think?
the cosmos. They fly through fucking the Kuiper Belt to get here. There's no way a lightning storm is. Imagine a little pebble hurling through the galaxy would, at the speeds that these things reach, depending on how long it's been flying through the galaxy, would punch holes right through anything, right? So you can't be in anything that can be poked. So whatever they're flying, whatever craft they use, and whatever the technology is, you would have to be basically in your own envelope of space-time.
You would need a perfect trajectory. Like, you couldn't hit anything.
Even that, you can't calculate for a rock fleeing from another.
Space junk,
exactly. You would never see it coming.
Who knows? Maybe other spacecrafts rolling a boot. Do they have air traffic control in space, buddy?
So yeah, like in Star Wars, remember he makes all the calculate. He tells Luke, he's like, get back, farm boy. Mm-hmm. He's like, if we do this wrong, we could jump into a star or something crazy would happen.
That's crazy, yeah.
What about in the new ones where he does that light speed jumping, where he just jumps from place to place and they just show up on random planets? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it's absurd, but it was fun.
This is how it should have gone. Hold on, I got an idea.
Yeah, everyone's
That's
dead.
how it should have fucking gone.
Yeah, because there's no way.
There's no way. They're going light speed without. Yeah, the odds. Never tell me the odds. Yeah. Never tell me the odds. That was a perfect
best pilot in the galaxy.
Poe Dameron. Yeah.
Yeah. Still, it doesn't matter. You would appear, and he does, in the middle of random nonsense, but somehow he's not in the mountain. He's like right before it. With no calculations, just pure luck.
Right before it. And he's like,
luck.
Thank God we're here. Let's pull up. A millisecond, not even a fraction of a millisecond later, and we would have been.
And the Falcon is, come on, the greatest ship of all time, but it doesn't matter. There's no way he was that lucky.
I don't care how great
that
your ship is.
Times. Interesting.
Yeah.
So how do we define death? So this would be when the heart stops.
Yes.
Stops pumping blood to the brain.
Yes.
And if you had an EEG on somebody, they would have no brain activity.
Yes.
Now, this is when these near-death experiences happen.
So it's true. Near death?
Because they come back. Yeah.
So, but is that the term?
They're clinically dead.
Because you're dead.
Yes.
But
and then they bring you back.
So what would be a better term? Because that's not near death. Near death would be like, dude, I was walking, or like I got stabbed, but I lived. I got shot, I lived. That's near death, right?
No, because they die, but
so that's
they
death
come
experience.
back. So, but
that's a post.
But they don't stay dead.
That's a death post death life experience.
See, that's why it's just
near death.
You might as well just call it near death. Yeah,
I get it now. Okay, so tell me about these
So like I said before, so if you have no brain activity, right? There should be no way to see or have an experience of any kind in the mind.
Or you'd be my ex-girlfriend. All right,
so that's impossible. Also, a huge percentage of these people, over 90, are also under anesthesia. Again, you don't remember anything when you're given anesthesia.
Sure, of course not. Yeah.
So clinically, you have two things that are preventing you from not only dreaming, lucid dreaming, or having any type of mental
REMs.
experience.
Yeah.
These two things are fighting that force. You've got anesthesia and you've got brain death. No more blood to the brain. No EEG readings. You're done. You're gone.
Okay.
Now, when they come back, it doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your ethnicity. Doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter if it's a Western religion or an Eastern religion. It doesn't matter if you believed in God to begin with at all. A lot of people don't even believe God exists. They don't believe in religion. Exactly. So there is no
religion tied to it.
They say that the type of religion that somebody practices has no consequence whatsoever on the amount of people that have these experiences.
So Islam, you don't go and you don't see Allah as opposed to Christian season.
Well, I'll get into what people see, but the point is there's not a higher percentage of Christians having
got you.
than something else.
Sure.
It's across the board, even with age, children who don't even know religion yet, or don't even have like dummies. A full vocabulary. Come back and tell stories of what happened to them, and they're completely unsolicited. So it's not like someone's like, "Hey, was there like a light or something?" They just say, "Whoa, I'm glad to be back from whatever," and they try and describe their experience. Yeah. So that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So like I said, the biggest, the largest study on this is about 4,000 stories.
I feel like children are susceptible to all this kind of stuff, like more so. They're not jaded yet, and you know what I think it is? Because you know how like kids, they say like before 5 you could remember like past lives.
Yes,
they say all this kind of crazy shit, right? Yeah. And so I think it's because it's a simple answer. Is when you're a kid, you're just like living. You're like, okay, I remember when I was a pilot in World War II, right?
Okay.
But when you start growing up, you're like, oh, I got to make sure I look good. I like this girl. I got a crush on her. I want to date, right? And then you get older and there's more bills. You got to compartment. There's more noise. Exactly. So
I agree with that.
Less noise to filter through.
I think we're filtering out stuff a lot all the time.
Because we have to compartmentalize, right? Yeah. We have to. We
for survival.
We can't be thinking about song lyrics while we're trying to, do an essay or I don't know, whatever.
Well, I mean, that's a bad example.
Is that?
Yeah, why? Kind of. Because usually when you're doing something tedious or focused is when things like that, your mind wanders.
Yeah. So you can't be doing math and remembering a book you read while you're trying to have a conversation with someone.
How about you can't watch light waves while you're trying to hunt and gather, right? So your brain,
I think that was a worse
evolutionarily
example.
Is blocking out waves. In order to survive, there are certain things that your mind needs to tune out.
That's why I like that fight or flight mode. You tune everything out. And you
get hyper focused.
You get hyper focused. Mm-hmm. You tune in, you hear more, you see more, you get tunnel vision. Anyway, okay.
No. I agree with that 100%. I think the reason we have these experiences is because our brain is tuning all these other things out. And when we get to this point where there's no longer a need to tune anything out, that's when we are open to all kinds of things. There are methods of yoga, breathing exercises you can do to tune out to remove the filters is what it is. And when, like we had talked about the Akashic records, being able to tap into the universe, the ethereal. If you're a simulation theorist, in order to see outside the simulation, you have to be able to take the filters off.
By the way,
see the reality of what you're.
We have an episode about all those things. The Akashic records. We have an episode.
I know.
A simulation theory. We have an episode. Name something. We have an episode about it. Go watch it.
Okay. We just did both of those within the last 3 weeks, and that's why I went here today. Is I was like, hey, this kind of goes along with a few of the things we've been talking about.
We did that simulation theory one a while ago. We discussed it recently also, but we
discussed it though.
Yeah. Okay, so near-death experiences. I have a problem with the term, but it's all right.
Okay,
if that's the term, that's the term.
That's just what they call it.
I'm not reinventing the wheel here. Yeah. Okay, so if people have similar experiences, despite Christians don't have more experiences,
right?
So what is the inciting thing? Is there something that these people do have in common that make them all?
No.
There's nothing that they have in common.
No commonality.
So there's nobody where you can see a predisposition for them potentially having something.
That's what makes it so bizarre.
That's bizarre as hell.
Yeah.
So how did the studies? How did they perform the studies on these people?
So they would ask, and a lot of people don't give up their near-death experience right away. It's something that they find extremely profound.
Sure.
So what these doctors did is at first they put up on the internet, hey, if you've ever experienced something like this, fill out this form, answer these 30 questions. Then they would go and speak to these people personally. They wanted the personal account, right?
Yeah.
Not a third party, or my son said this.
Sure.
I want to hear it from them, right?
Yeah.
And it's, like I said, all ages. Children were telling these stories.
Is there a reason to lie? Like maybe if you want to, is it?
So how do we prove it? Right? Good question.
Yeah.
How do we know they're telling the truth?
Yeah.
Well, over 90% of these people have what is called an out-of-body experience during the near-death experience. What does that entail? You are above your body watching yourself. Yeah. And this happens... This is usually the first step.
Yeah.
Exactly. Your ethereal form, your spiritual form, your soul, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And with over 98% accuracy, they can tell you who was in the room, how many doctors, how many nurses, what they did on them, like what they tried to do to resuscitate them. And they can describe it with over 98% accuracy, over 4,000 cases. That's incredible.
Do we have a graphic? Do we need to pull that up now or later?
No, we'll pull that up later.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, that's wild. So the Doctor Strange astral plane is real potentially here?
I think the astral plane totally exists. I think there is like an ethereal
But people can only
realm.
People can only tap into it though when they're near-death experiences?
Or I think meditate. You can take the filter off,
Oh, yeah.
People meditate and they will talk to each other from miles away.
Meditation takes the filter off.
Yeah.
And dying takes the filter off.
That would definitely do it.
Yeah, I feel like that would do it.
That's crazy, right?
All right, go on. I'm very interested.
So it starts with an out-of-body experience, and they're able to tell you with 98% accuracy exactly what happened in the room. Usually the next step is a bright light. Not everybody experiences this, but a large percentage, again, say that there is a bright light. Some people end up meeting beings. So not everybody, but it's over 40% of people. They encounter a being.
Why does it sound similar to like DMT or like psilocybin or like psychedelic experiences?
So these doctors have done comparison studies, and there's a vast difference but the results seem to be very similar, which I'll get into what the results of these are.
Okay.
How do these experiences change these people's lives?
Yeah.
Because they do. They change them forever. You are never the same after
sure.
this.
Well, could you imagine like, you're like, oh, I know God exists, or oh, whatever you take away from it.
You know something else is
I know
out
there is, depending, I guess, on the experience.
Yeah.
I literally talked to my grandfather, so I know there's still, that there's something life after death.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Of course it would change you forever.
So when I say beings, yes, that counts. So some people will encounter beings they've never met, and they look like humans.
Okay.
Some people encounter a loved one who had passed on, but they're not sure that it's really them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because they don't. They come back and say it looked like Grandpa, but it wasn't Grandpa.
Like why? They spoke wrong, or
and
it just didn't seem.
I think
it seemed off.
I think they know that it's not, and I don't think they're trying to fool you. I think they're trying to make you comfortable, whatever it is that's talking to you. Yeah.
Do you have a theory on that you'll get to?
So the third group say that they ask you, what form would you like me to take?
What?
A large percentage is asked. It's over 20% of people that encounter beings are asked, what form would you like me to take? What the heck?
That's terrifying.
Isn't that crazy? So it is to make you comfortable.
I could literally look like anything. What form would you like me to take?
Like the scene in Contact, right? Where she meets the beings.
Her dad.
And it's her dad.
Yeah.
It's not really her dad.
No.
But that's the form that makes her most comfortable.
Creepy. That sounds, again, like when you do DMT or whatever, and people see like this being and it's like an alien. And we even talked in, 2 episodes ago about angels potentially being aliens.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a correlation. Fourth dimensional beings. By the way, have you seen that video? Real quick. It's this kid playing with his dad's cell phone. And he's going and he just like goes and it shows like the dad's back, like his tattoo, and it goes and it moves around and it goes back to him. It's a little kid playing with a cell phone, so obviously it's nonsense. But when you look back at the video, if you freeze frame it, there's like a straight like alien as you'd picture it.
What?
Almost demonic looking too. You haven't seen this?
No.
Dude, I
Can
gotta
we find it?
Yeah, I gotta find it and pull that up for you.
Can we find it now or no?
Yeah, if you want to continue talking, I'll look for it.
Okay. Well, I kind of want you to weigh in.
I'll be in here. I'll be in the mix.
So, okay, so there, like I said, so if 20% of people say that they ask, "What form would you like me to take?" Where do they go? So once they see this light, they're usually taken to some really peaceful place, and it's not a place they've ever been before or recognized. And a lot of time, it depicts some sort of nature scene. It's some very peaceful place.
Okay.
And they don't have the words to describe the beauty of it. It's so beautiful and warm and welcoming. They describe it as their real home, where they really belong.
What?
They don't want to come back, right? This is how, and there's no, they say there's no vocabulary to describe it. You feel like this is reality.
What does it look? What do they say it looks like?
Just like a calming, peaceful. It could be like what is it? Like a farm field or a flower garden, something like that. Or,
and that's what most people see, or it's subjective.
It's different.
It changes for everybody.
Yeah, but it's always like some peaceful nature scene of some kind, right?
Okay.
So that's a huge percentage. A large percentage are also given what's called a life review, where they are shown partial parts of their life or their entire life. And they say the way it works is it's like watching a movie on a screen, and there's multiple screens.
It's like Neo in the...
Yeah. And you see all of the deeds that you had done, and you kind of relive in just moments your entire life. Some people feel like they're gone for weeks when this is happening, even though they were only dead for 2 minutes. They can tell you, no, I was there with so-and-so, this being I met, and we talked for, I stayed there for weeks, slept there. So there's this place, and they describe it as being their actual reality.
Ugh.
And
so like when they come back, like this isn't real. It's like Inception.
Yeah, they're like, this is not as real as what I was. Where I
this
was.
is the BS.
Yes.
I need to get back to the realness.
Yep.
Oh, that's creepy. Okay.
Yeah. It's creepy, but it's beautiful at the same time. Imagine a place where all time stops.
No, sure, yeah.
And you're greeted by something that makes you comfortable. You go over and you get to review everything that you've done. And in most of these cases, the people don't want to leave. And I have a video of somebody explaining their near-death experience. It's a quick short.
Yeah.
So I do want to get to that.
All right, let's do it. I wanted to find that thing. But
We'll find it.
We'll find it. We'll get there.
So this is...
What's the explanation?
Yeah, go ahead.
For how you've had that experience, others don't. Some people may get close to the edge and they don't have an NDE.
I see souls at ages, young souls, old souls. Anybody like middle age or younger will see nothing, because if they see anything, they won't come back. Again, that's our home. The second you catch a glimpse, it is like, how do I explain? When we're born, we choose to have human amnesia. So we don't remember the other side past the age of like 3 to 5. Babies can see it, but we lose that, unless you're like me.
I hate when they put that shit on the screen. Over
I know, that's annoying.
Come on.
But so what is she saying here? This woman claims that she can see this ethereal realm, right? That she can visit it, and that the reason why only 20% of people that almost die and are brought back see something is because once you see it, it changes you forever, and you realize that there is something beyond, and it's better than this. And to your point earlier, children being more susceptible to it, or just being more susceptible to this in general because they don't have as many filters on their reality yet.
Yeah.
That's what she's alluding to, is that we choose to come into this reality. And you and I have had this discussion around simulation theory or other things like it. Dimensionally, do we choose to come here to experience something? All of our lives matter, and we all have a purpose, and we're all here because we chose to be. And a lot of people believe that. And when you die, and whatever this realm is believes that you're there to stay, they start doing the process. Hey, welcome home.
Ugh.
And you feel it.
Yeah.
It's more real than reality. It's like taking off
is
the
that just
headset.
Well, hold on. If this is there's no brain activity while this is happening.
Exactly.
So there's no serotonin or dopamine rush or anything.
Nothing. There's nothing. You are completely flatlined and no EEG reading. Nothing. You're gone.
What does EEG stand for? Electrical.
Whatever. Don't know.
Electronic.
Yeah. I knew because I did one recently too, but I don't know. Yeah, off the top of my head.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, but yeah, so they have no brain activity. They're clinically brain dead because there's no blood flow to the brain.
Electroencephalogram. Oh yeah, that old chestnut. Fucking what? Not what I was expecting. I didn't know it'd be one word.
Yeah, one word for
you
think it'd be three?
Yeah, I thought it was. But okay,
Graham makes sense.
Yeah.
But dude, yeah. So there's no brain activity whatsoever. So it's not your brain that's doing this. This is something else. And like we talked about in the Akashic Records episode, our brain is like an antenna, right? And there's filters on it, like we just discussed. But when you're dead and there's no brain activity, you're who you are and what you were on this earth has some place to go. And they say when they come back that it feels more welcoming and more love and more beauty than
I'm sure
anything.
The world sucks, right? A little bit.
Yeah. But why do they say it's more real than reality? And that's the best way they can describe it. There's not really words
because
for it.
Maybe it is because that compartmentalization, like when we're living, there's oldest going on and we're trying to I'm having a bad day.
Oh, you're not thinking about any of that. You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so you're
gone.
like, this is comfort.
It's just peace.
So maybe they're confusing comfort for reality or home. GL said, read what he was saying. So what did he say here?
Ooh.
There was only one cloud in the sky. Oh, he was talking about the alien thing, because we said the lightning storm in Roswell. But
that's true.
Is it because? What does this say right here? Is it because I believe?
I need to send you the video to you guys, so you could be the first ones to show it.
Dope, yeah.
Yeah. Is it?
Oh, you have a video. That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of a freaking UFO playing in the sky during a lightning storm.
Oh, that's cool.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
That's wicked. And then he said, yeah, send it to us. Yeah, we'll show it on air. I'd love to show that. You have the email. We've been in correspondence before. Is it because I believe man is in God's
form already?
Okay.
Which is why I didn't see a light or have somebody talk to me, because I'm already enlightened. So he believes because he's already there. You are in that 80% that didn't have this type of experience. But if you wouldn't have come back, I think you would have. I think that everybody ends up having this experience when they die.
Really?
There are so many nurses when I was watching these videos and testimonials that say, when you're in a nursing home and you're around people that are dying, there are telltale signs. They start seeing loved ones in the room that aren't there. They start seeing pets of theirs that aren't there anymore, that have passed on, in the room with them. And they start having conversations with people that aren't there, that have passed on.
Ooh, and that's something I'm going to get to, by the way, too.
And they say things like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Like, as they're going. What? It's so beautiful. I wish I would have known. I wish I knew. I wish.
That's so messed up.
What are they saying? Like, what are they seeing?
That's so messed up.
Yeah.
They're like, damn, 89 years I spent. Oh,
yeah.
I could have been.
This is where I belong.
Yeah, I was supposed to be Jewish the whole time. Who knows?
No, it's not that.
No, it is, though. No, but, dude, that's a trip.
Yeah.
Did you hear the story about the cat that predicts death?
Yes, I have.
Bro.
Yeah.
So for any of you who haven't.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to pretend you said no. Dude, you haven't? Let me explain.
Tell me about this cat.
Yeah, dude, because it's going to blow your mind because you know nothing about it. You've never heard anything even similar to it. So this cat would, it was like a stray, or no, it was a cat. Yeah, I know. How dope are these shirts?
Blue.
And red.
We've got blue and red.
Blue, red, black, white.
It's not like they're for sale or anything. I'm just happy to have it. I just want you to see it.
If you are interested, let us know. If there's enough interest, then we'll
right.
We'll sell.
But it's just fun to have.
I want to get GL one though for sure. But anyway, so pretend you haven't heard of this. So this cat, the owner died in this assisted living home.
Yeah.
Right? So, but the cat stuck around. They're not going to be like, all right, later, cat, to the pound with you. So it stuck around. So, but this cat would go and just do its own thing, chill.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it would go into somebody's room, like 2 days later at like most, the person would pass. Sometimes that night, sometimes the day after, but like no more than like 2 days later.
So it had Ebola. It was like
yeah. It was just spreading disease. That's what it was. It was predicting nothing. It was just riddled with
giving people disease.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, you're teetering? Let me help.
Yeah.
Cats can be that way.
No, cats are.
They don't give a shit about you.
No.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I might be able to eat you when you go if no one's watching.
You're toast.
I'm gonna chew on you.
Yeah, and a dog would eat its own leg before it like even like
those
barked at you.
videos are sad. Have you seen those? Like when guys like the caskets come back from the war.
Oh
and
no,
the
I
dogs won't leave the site. They won't leave the grave site.
I can't. The most loyal, beautiful creatures in the world. Dogs are everything.
Very loyal. That's it.
And I understand people who love cats. Cats are, they say, are this sophisticated man's animal. Let me finish this goddamn story. So, I guess you get the gist of it. But literally, so when this cat would enter anybody's room,
that was
be
a
like,
sign.
Oh, damn it! Can you imagine? Like the nurse goes to lay down, the cat rolls in. It's like, no, but I'm not even. Sorry.
Call the family. Yeah, that's crazy.
I know. Why?
Cats
so,
can predict death.
But to what you were saying before, if all these people who are about to freaking die,
who are dead?
No.
They're dead at the time.
No.
Oh.
If all these people who are about to die say they see their loved ones and their friend, like
during
past,
that time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And their past, the animals that have passed, their pets. If they see all this stuff, so there's obviously, if all of these people are having the same experiences where they're seeing, or many of these people are seeing loved ones, your grandfather, my old cat, my old this. What if that cat from that assisted living home is picking up on the same vibes or whatever?
Animals
or whatever
seem
that is.
to see stuff. Like,
dude,
how many videos of those?
I just saw a video, and speaking of, I watch too much YouTube, but I was watching a video of this dog. Woman's walking her dog, and the dog stops like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it starts like backing up, and the chick's like pulling it, like, "What are you doing, asshole?"
Yeah.
And it pulls like real hard, and then she's like, "Geez," and she looks, and she starts like running.
Yeah.
A car like was spun out of control and was about to hit her.
Oh.
So if the dog didn't like pull the leash and pull her over, she would have been toast.
Smart.
She would have been gone.
Smart dog.
Dude, and it was a little like a small dog.
Have you seen the one where the dog stops the woman from being abducted?
Oh,
it's a stray.
Where it goes and attacks.
It's a stray dog.
Yeah.
So a young girl's walking home from school, and a van pulls up, and a guy tries to get out, and a stray out of nowhere.
Oh, I thought it was like the neighbor's dog or something.
No, it's a stray. No color, nothing. And there's a couple of them. Runs out and just starts barking at him. And so they get hides in the car. Yeah. And the girl gets a chance to run off. So just some random dog picked up on what was happening. Yeah. You see the dog, notice, something's up, and then go protect her.
Yeah, dude, I love those videos. Like a bear comes and like there's a little girl in the backyard. The bear comes and the dog fucking jumps on it. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Or the babies. There was one a baby's about to fall down the stairs, and it's on one of their cameras in the house, and it grabs the baby by the diaper and pulls it up.
A dog?
Yeah.
With its hand.
That'd be funny.
With its paw.
Yeah.
No, that's
it
bites. So it bites.
Yeah, bites the diaper, pulls him back off the stairs. It's literally the baby's about to go down the stairs. It's crazy. Saves the baby's life.
Dude,
those videos
I
are
love
cool.
those videos. Yeah, crazy.
So an interesting thing, again, people find this to be their true reality, their true home, where they feel most at peace. They call it their real home when they come back.
Crazy.
This is a video of somebody who describes this feeling. So I got a video there.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
And also, I do want to say, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, the show's not over, don't worry. If you're enjoying what we're seeing, please hit that like button. It's a small click for you, but it's a big deal for us. So we appreciate it. And also, we do have chapters. If you want to skip ahead and see what my problem is with season 4 of The Boys, go for it, baby.
Yeah.
If you want to continue watching this, hey, do what you want. That's why we have chapters. That's the cool part. And we film live every Tuesday. So join in on the fun. Tina, how's it going?
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys. Love you so much. And let's get back to the show. All right, so let's pull up this vid.
Yeah, GL was saying that he goes, they're seeing their past lives and how long they've been in the world. So he's talking about like the video that plays that shows you like your life. I wonder if if you stayed longer, you would see your past iterations.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be interesting. Also, he says he's got 6 cats, a dog, and a bearded dragon, and a wife, which is hilarious. And yeah, hey Tina. But yeah,
he has a bearded wife and
he's
a
extremely
dragon.
sophisticated. He is sophisticated times 6.
Yeah, with his cats.
Yeah. But yeah, play this video. Listen to
The
this
one
guy.
on my left side, he was like frustrated, like in a stern voice. Are you sure you want to go?
Oh, a
But I
being.
guess he wasn't mad at me. He was upset at what happened to me in life. This was my chance to say, hell no, I'm out of here. I'm not going back there. But for some reason, I felt this huge, like, I guess responsibility or urge, this huge urge to go back. When I said, okay, I'll go back, it was like the blink of an eye. I wake up 2 days later in the hospital.
In the blink of an eye, 2 days later.
Weird, right?
No, that's a trip, though.
Yeah. So all of that was over a 2-day period, even though to him it was just a short conversation.
Oh, that's funny.
But so this is again.
Okay, I thought you were saying, and then I wake up 2 days later. Yeah, it's like, that's not a blink of an eye.
But in this case,
guess
they
so.
were trying to get him to stay. They were like, why would you want to go back? Right? Like you're home.
I understand what he's saying, though, feeling like that urge. It's sort of like,
Dude.
well, I got a wife and kids at home, or I got my family, I got my mom and my daddy, whatever. Right?
Back. Yeah,
sure.
So they say. So most of the people are given a choice, and they're said they say I was given the option. We want you to stay. You should stay. It's almost like they want you to stay, but they say the only thing that brought them back was remembering. Oh, I have a son.
Yeah, of course.
I've got a daughter.
Yeah.
If they didn't remember in that moment, oh, I have people that need me, they would have stayed.
Sure.
Most of them choose that they want to choose to stay regardless of that.
It's almost like that don't go to the light type of thing. Like it's exactly that.
Right, yeah. If you do,
like
then
you want to so bad. It's like, oh, it's pulling me, but if you go, there's no coming back.
Yeah.
What's up, Chase? How we doing, boy? He said people always feel something when death is nearby. But when nearby, people really do have a stranger sixth sense for that stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. We have more than 5 senses. I mean, first of all, just even when you feel somebody looking at you.
Yeah.
What is that? Explain that fucking feeling. What is that? That's so odd.
Evolution,
Like,
something inside of you.
you feel something
yeah.
and you turn and you see like they're literally looking at you, then they look away, whatever, depending on the circumstances.
Yeah.
What about when, like we talked about before, when you walk into a room and you're like, ooh, somebody's been arguing or, something.
Oh, you could
there's
feel
a
the
negative
energy
energy
of
is
it, for
palpable.
sure.
Yeah. Like shit like that. Like, how do you even explain it?
Yeah. Or you meet somebody and there's something wrong with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And there's no like seemingly
No,
no red flags.
but there's something
But you're
up.
like, this person's fucking twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with, or they're trying to pull something on me,
Yeah.
or they're some sort of piece of shit.
No, yeah. And even like you're at a store and someone walks in, you're like, this person has evil intention.
Yeah,
Like this person.
exactly.
It's
Yeah,
a bad
I get a weird
person.
vibe from this guy.
Yeah.
What's a vibe?
Yeah. No, what is
tremor
a
in the
vibe?
force.
Yeah. And on the flip, there's times where like I'll walk past somebody and it's this, guy, tatted up face, whatever, looks crazy. And I'm like, this is a sweetheart. Like, I have no fear of this guy at all.
It's not the appearance.
It's
a feeling.
it's not. So it's not like you're being stereotypical or anything. No, it's literally like a feeling. Yeah, that's such a
experience. If they don't choose to come back, we can't ask them about
Oh, yeah,
their
I think
experience.
we did disconnect. All right.
So
we're back.
if you didn't hear what I said, the only reason we know about these near-death experiences is because these people did choose to come back, where a lot of them said they didn't want to, but something said you still have more work to do. That doesn't mean because you're going to be the president.
It's like Guardians 3.
Everybody has something that they
It's like
contribute.
Guardians 3. It's like she said, it's not your time, Rocket.
Right. That's That's an experience. That's a near-death experience. The rocket experience, seeing past loved ones, them telling you, hey, you have more work to do.
Instead of near-death, because near-death, you die, so it's not near-death. Let's call it the rocket experience.
Sure, but I want people to know what we're talking about.
We're coining the phrase here and now.
We can coin it, but most people won't know what that means.
Probably going to pop up on the Y-Files fucking next week, though.
That'd be funny.
Won't it? Whatever your name is.
So I've got some...
Who writes the show? It's the Fish that writes the show, right?
The Fish. No, he has a writer.
I think the Fish is the writer.
No, he's got like writers from what's it called?
It's obviously not the fucking Fish, bro.
Coast to Coast.
It's obviously not the
it could be.
Fish.
Whoever voices
it could be the Fish. He voices the Fish.
Does he?
You know that, right?
I thought it was his wife.
It's a man. It's clear. Yeah,
I know. I thought it was a woman doing a man's voice, like an over-the-top, overly sexualized version of a man.
It's because he's very effeminate. That's why
he's not effeminate.
The Y-Files guy?
No, not the guy. The Fish.
No. The Y-Files guy's effeminate. So when he does the voice of the Fish, it sounds feminine. That's why you think it's his wife doing a man's voice.
That's funny. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I thought it was his wife. I'm like, this is like a woman's impression of what a guy would think about. A conspiracy nutty guy.
It basically is.
It's over the top, right?
Shots fired at Y-Files.
Not really, but so check it out.
I think the Fish is annoying as shit.
I love
the show.
The Fish. I love the Fish.
But I think it's childish and it's not my cup of tea. And
you got to have someone to talk to. You got to have a Robin. You got to have your Robin. You know what I mean? That's his Robin.
Do I know?
Plus, he's the conspiracy side, right? He represents all the conspiracy.
You're my Robin.
Sure.
Can I be Batman in this scenario?
Oh no, I'm talking about Robin Quivers. Not Batman and Robin.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, no. You need...
sidekick.
You need someone to bounce... No,
that's
you need
great,
someone
though.
to represent
Dude, that's fucking great that you meant Robin. Okay.
Yeah,
you could be Howard.
Robin Quivers.
Still be Batman?
I think it depends on who is talking, because somebody has to be the one presenting information, and the other person has to be the one, right, that receives it.
Always. Yeah.
So if Robin's telling a story,
Robin, though.
Howard's Robin.
I always want to be not Robin.
Sure.
I'll be Batman, you be Howard. How's that?
Okay. Check this graphic out. Okay. This is an interesting graphic. So this is people that when they come back and they have these experiences, this shows you what percentage of them believe that this was a real experience, not just some lucid dream, even though they're brain dead.
Okay. Experience with was definitely real. 962 people, which is 9.56%.
95,
my math is right.
Over 95% of these people.
For people who are listening who can't see it.
Exactly.
I think that would that'd be 95.6% if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then experience was probably real. 40 people said, which is about 4%. And then experience was probably not real. 3 people said, which is 0.3%.
0.3, yeah.
And then experience was definitely not real. One person
just
said,
one guy. Yeah, he's like, I don't believe it.
There's a bunch of bullshit.
I don't want to say that this is
thing
real.
I experienced was not real.
Yeah, so overwhelmingly, the people that come back from these experiences say that this is something that really happened.
But that makes sense, though, right?
They felt this. Yeah, they feel it.
That makes sense that only one guy would be like, nah.
There's always that one guy.
Yeah, but even, let's say it's a bunch of bollocks.
Yeah.
There's still always going to be a bunch of people that believe, oh my God, it was so amazing and real. And
a lot of these people don't have religious backgrounds or believe in God to begin with, and still they're part of that 95%.
Well, because that's
interesting.
If you're an atheist and you pass away,
yeah,
near death, whatever we're calling it, the rocket experience,
yeah,
and you see light, and this person's like, "What form would you like me to take to speak to you?"
Exactly.
You'd be like, "Oh fuck!" Like you either,
especially if they tell you, "Hey, you were dead. You were dead for like 8 minutes. Yeah. You had no brain activity, no blood pumping through your body. Yeah.
It's so
you were dead." And they're like, "What form does that take?" Usually,
hold on, we're coming back. All right, we're back. So say that again.
Well, what form? So 54% of people say that it changed their life in a large way, and usually what form that takes is they start to appreciate life and they start to live it differently. They change the way they live their lives based on these experiences. 25% of people, just under 25% of people, make moderate changes to their life, whether that's being better to people or doing more philanthropic work, or maybe looking within more, where they start meditating, they start taking care of themselves or taking care of other people better. It's a very small percentage of people that say it didn't change them at all. That's 5%. But this obviously has a profound experience, a profound effect on whoever has these experiences.
So 152, which is more than half, said they had a large change in their life.
Like they changed a lot of things about their life.
Just based on this
because of
experience.
this, yeah.
I guess that would make sense, right?
Yes.
Oh, D Lavar popped up. He said, coming in a little late, can you start over? Yeah, so we got you, bro.
If you got unplugged from the Matrix and then plugged back in, you would live your life a lot differently.
Oh, for sure.
You'd be like, oh.
Hey, and that's, dude.
And then you'd be like, I better do
what does that sound
this,
like?
that, and the other.
That sounds like the people at the end of their life. I wish I knew this.
Yeah.
Right?
I wish I knew.
Yeah.
I wish I knew. Like staring off into
Tina coming in clutch, dude, with the big donation. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you, Tina.
Helping the show, man. Always appreciate it. You rock so hard. And for D Live, we're going to restart the episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast Never Sleeps. I'm your host, Cameron. With me always is Jared. If you've never been here, we talk about mysterious, hilarious, everything in between. A lot of pop culture and movie references. And I'm done with that.
We were talking about near-death experiences, and you caught us at the tail end of the segment. Yeah. Because the last thing I wanted to say is, are these stories, are these experiences, and what people say happens to them when they have them, is this proof of an afterlife? Is this proof of something beyond death?
Seemingly so. And Tina just became a member. Welcome to the TPTNS fam.
You get a cool badge.
Yeah, you get a cool blue badge.
The star. Yeah,
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Tina. Beautiful. But and to your segment, yay!
Answer the question. Thanks, D Livewire.
That's what I'm talking about. D Livewire, that's what I'm talking about.
He's got
Let's go with his badge. Another donation.
Yeah.
It's a party now, people. You guys rock. Thank you so much, everybody. Seriously.
Yeah.
Hard rocking.
So tell us what you think in the chat, too. I want Cameron's take, but I also want your take in the chat.
So do I believe that this is proof that there is life after death?
So they're able to... So first they leave their body, and with 98% accuracy, they can tell you what was happening to them while they were brain dead and their heart was stopped. 98% accuracy. Yeah. Then a light shines, and they're taken somewhere that feels like the real reality, where they're supposed to be. And whatever's there tells them, this is where you're meant to be, stay here. And they have to choose, if they're given the choice, to come back. And a lot of them don't want to. And whatever's there that's talking to them and showing them their entire life, which is the my life flashes before my eyes thing, this happens to them. Whatever's showing this to them asks them, in most cases, what form would you like me to take before we go through your life and I show you all the things that you've accomplished during your time on Earth? What is that? What are we getting proof of? What does this mean? What do you take this all to mean? And this is over 4,000 people that they did this study with.
Yeah,
these percentages are massive. And the experiences are all the same, regardless of where you are, how old you are, what your religious background is.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So what is it? What does it all mean?
So if they have no prior knowledge of this, because I've heard, you see a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's a warm, cozy feeling.
It comes from somewhere, right?
So yeah, maybe somebody had that experience, and then it was perpetuated. Now, when that happens,
a 4-year-old doesn't know that,
don't they? Have you seen Blue's Clues lately, buddy?
Yeah, so
they talk about that.
Usually, the children, and I looked specifically into the experiences of young children, and this is children before they have a full vocabulary, unsolicited. Tell about their experiences. Nobody asks them. They say, "Oh my gosh, I was in this place and I saw so and so, and they told me this." And the children under the age of
that doesn't make sense.
I think it's 7.5 is the largest percentage of children, and they're under the age of 7.
Okay.
And that are having these experiences.
Yeah, that sort of throws off that theory.
Right.
But so here's ready? Here's my answer.
Yeah.
And I've even already mentioned this before. I think like we were saying before.
Yeah.
Blue's Clues. I think like we were saying before, where like the Akashic records, there is like an ethereal realm, right? And there's something else out there, obviously. Like just even as simple as like we said, you can feel someone staring at you and walk into a room and you can tell people were fighting or something was going on. Like those sixth senses, I think you could tap into that kind of stuff. So I think it's all around us all the time, always. So I think it might be as simple as you're sort of breaking through the filters, the compartmentalization, and so you're able to see this fourth dimension, right?
What else is out there?
Yeah, maybe aliens, as we know them, a lot of them are fourth dimensional beings. Angels, demons, fourth dimensional beings, as opposed to angels, demons, and aliens, right?
So do you think we choose to come here?
Choose to come here in what way?
A lot of these people, they're given the choice to come back. Were they given the choice to come here originally? Did we choose to come here?
No.
And within those first few years is when children remember past lives and such.
Yeah.
And then after those first few years, they forget.
No, here's what I think. I think energy is recycled. We know this, right? We know that energy doesn't just die, right? So I think some people, and it's not most, it's a small percentage, come back as people. Either twice, once, a billion times, who knows? But I
don't think
most
they have
people,
a decision. Do you think they just show up?
No, I think when I pass, maybe my consciousness will go into wherever, because I don't think consciousness is in my body. I don't think it is in my brain. I think consciousness is something that my brain is the antenna for. Right. So I think when I die, my consciousness goes to wherever. Maybe it's that beautiful place, the warm light, and, whatever I picture it as. You see it as a garden. I see it as a strip club, wherever we feel most home. No, I'm kidding. But so wherever you see it, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think my consciousness would go there, and my body, and that energy, whatever energy is within my body, my brain, right? All those memories and things as well.
Okay.
That are in the brain, that are separate from consciousness. I think those could go into another person, or they can go into a plant, a bug, a tree, whatever, anything. Wind.
Okay.
So I think.
So you don't think we choose to come here?
I don't think so. I don't think we choose.
That we are recycled in some way.
I think we are recycled, but I don't think we have the choice of whether we could be recycled. Like, I want to be a human again, instead of as opposed to a piece of dog shit. You know what I mean? Because who would want to be?
Well, it's weird that they're like being welcomed home, as if they were there before and now they're.
Because they were.
Yeah.
Not saying as a human. Who's saying as a human though, right?
No.
What's up, JB?
Welcome back. Hey, you're back.
Yeah.
Now
your energy or consciousness, because the consciousness could be around forever. Even if I die, my consciousness goes back to the net, the ethereal realm, the Akashic record, whatever you want to call it, and my body goes into a piece of dog shit.
Yeah.
Still,
we're not talking about the body. Yeah. So when a baby's born or is being formed, and it connects to the net, it's connecting to this collection of consciousness that already exists. Mm-hmm. And so in wherever this home is, are these people in this home saying, okay, I want to go down to earth, and then you forget that you made that choice. And then you
become a
baby again and go through it all again.
No, I don't think you have that choice. You think you do?
I think after learning about past life experiences, near-death experiences, and the Akashic records, I think there's a good case to be made that we may be choosing to be here. And when people sell their soul or give their soul away that might be a disconnect from that, from whatever that collective good is, that home, that love, that beauty that can't be described. And that there is two sides of that coin. There is a good side and there is a bad side. And maybe the bad side wants you to not reconnect, wants to keep you for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know about I don't agree with that. But I think, I think our consciousness, I don't think we have a choice on whether. I think it stays. Our consciousness stays our consciousness, even though one time it's Cameron, and they're like, welcome back. But last time it was a piece of dog shit, or it was wind, or it was
I don't
a
think,
bird.
but I think
Superman.
consciousness. I don't know. I don't think you would be a piece of shit. I think you'd be a conscious being of some kind, and that you are another conscious being. That if you're a conscious being,
that's what I'm saying.
You're perpetually
there's a
conscious
separation.
being.
My consciousness,
Yeah.
it will always be my consciousness as a part of the net, whatever you want to call it.
And it will connect to another conscious being at some point.
At some point, absolutely. But not every iteration of my energy, I think, will be a human being.
Yeah,
no.
but, well, we're just talking about your body. The actual consciousness itself, I think. You don't think you have a choice? Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
So you don't think that consciousness is constantly going into conscious beings and recycling that way?
No. I think it could chill in the
right until you
net.
decide to come back.
I don't think it's a decision.
That's what I. Yeah, that's.
I think when conception happens, there's it's like, oh, energy is needed for this.
It just pulls you in.
It pulls whatever it makes the most sense.
Okay.
And whoever decides that, or what forces decide that, I don't know.
Right.
I think that's how it happens. I don't think we're like, oh, I want to be a baby again.
That's the
but
point.
this time I want to be a
Something has to
Nigerian prince, so let me
decide.
be born to the king. No, I don't think it's anything like that.
Something has to decide. Yeah.
But we could talk about we could talk more about that. Read the comments. I know I'm reading the comments here, brother. An alien once said that you never really die.
Yeah.
An alien, is that what he said?
Yeah.
You just come back in a different form of life until you have been in every type of life, from a bug to a lion and so on. That's great.
funny.
I also like the theory that Jessica Brittany said. We come back to fix karma from our past ancestry.
That's
It's a common good, cool
Eastern theory.
you're just a human being this time around, so the alien says. I think so too. I think you could be multiple iterations of yourself. Your consciousness could stay in the Akashic records, whatever you want to call it, the net, but your energy can be recycled into whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your body can be. I think your consciousness sticks around. I think you do. I think there is a choice. I'll just say.
You know what else? Yeah.
Sounds like there.
I know.
Just
I can
with
tell.
everything that
We know
that
that's
we
what you
talked
believe.
about, I think that's what it is.
We
I think we
know.
come here for a reason. I think we decide, okay, we need to go down there, and there's something that we want to experience, or that we need to, like Jessica says, there might be something that needs to be resolved. We want to put miles on our soul. And the only way to do that is here. You can't do it up there. So we come here to put miles on our soul and to do good or do bad. To somehow...
Who would want to do bad, though?
Karmically, you don't have a choice, right? You don't remember that's why you're here. That's the test. That's the hard part. Is
That
when you're
sounds-
faced on a day. But
That sounds very religious to me. That
but
whole
naturally,
concept.
we do want to do good. It is kind of just built into us. Some people, the people that don't, the people that
they're
are
the outliers. Yeah,
right, they're the small fraction.
Yeah, the Richard Ramirez's are the
Right.
outliers.
For
Where they're
and
like
sometimes it's a product of their environment that turns them into something like
that's a whole nother episode, a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
Nature versus nurture with serial killers. Because, man, the majority of serial killers, you look into their past and you will see a trauma of some kind. Sometimes, hey, they're perfect, they have a great life, great family, and they have an urge to kill,
Yeah.
But there's often hurt people. I hate the term because it's so overused. But it's sort of true.
It is. It happens.
We
know that. Yeah.
Abuse victims tend to be abuse perpetrators.
Yeah.
Which is so backwards. And the only way it makes sense is that's how you were treated. That's how you feel you need to treat people. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
But there is the people who are like, I was treated like this, so I'm going to make sure this never happens. So I'm going to
Right.
become a counselor. Whatever.
They
whatever.
balance the scales.
They balance the scales.
Yeah, which is
so
the right thing to do.
it is the right thing
As
to
a
do.
child, Tina says, as a child, she had a very high temperature. Her mom was next to her, rubbing her head and speaking softly to her.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, she felt herself float up, looking down, and she was floating above her own body. She saw her mom and herself lying on the bed. So she had an out-of-body experience, is what that's called.
GL said, Tina, you sound crazy.
Nah, yeah, that's funny.
Now he's like,
Yeah.
JK, he's like, I feel that. I'm
Yeah.
going to say, she sounds crazy. You were just telling us about what was it?
Yeah.
One of your past lives.
All the crazy stuff.
Yeah. But no, so I don't think we have a choice. I respect the fact that you do. true on the nature versus nurture. Yes, Tina. Yes. I love the badge.
There's no way to test that theory. There's no way to know because the only people that know are people that have died, and they can't tell us. And I think that's also part of it.
Ouija board sesh. I'm kidding. I want nothing to do with that.
What is
that? Can I tell you what? I don't even believe in like that kind of stuff. Really, like ghosts and shit. Like, but I do think.
But it's still
just
energies and dimensions.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, I don't even want to like. I just don't want to test it, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
What you find out, you fucked, right? You find out. Oh, there is demons. Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good.
There's definitely a dark and a light force.
That Ouija board shit creeps me out though. Like,
pulling.
Are people always pushing on the planchette?
No,
right?
Yeah.
Or are they? Maybe subconsciously you don't even think you're doing it, but your muscles sort of move without you know. But anyway, so you say it's a choice. I say it's not. You know what is a choice?
What?
Watching the show The Boys.
It's a good show.
It's a great fucking show. It's a fantastic show.
Yeah, I was trying to explain it to my daughter the other day.
That's a tough show to explain. So here's my elevator pitch.
Well, just the basic concept.
Yeah, here would be my elevator pitch for the show. Would be, it's basically if you were to take, if superheroes were real and how they would be commodified in the real world.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good way to describe it.
That's a great way. Even using the word commodified.
The way what I was trying to explain to her was that I think we do have the ability to create super people, that we've had it for a long time. But if you were to give somebody invincibility, if you were to give them if you were to take away their ability to die, they would roll over this earth like a plague and destroy everything in its path, because that's human nature. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. You cannot give a human being that much power. So
does it ever depend on the human being?
No,
Really?
I truly believe that you at some point you realize, just like Dr. Manhattan or Red Skull, or once you realize that you're not human anymore, like an AI.
That disconnect. It's like. Exactly, like AI. Elon Musk's argument for AI is, it's not like AI would hate humans. They're like, we need to wipe them out because they're shitheads. It's like when people are paving a road, and I've explained this metaphor before, this analogy. When people are paving a road and they see an anthill, and they need to pave over the anthill, they're not like, oh, we got to kill them ants because I hate ants. They're like, no, they're just in the way. So let's pave over it. Let's move the anthill and pave over it, right? Mm-hmm. That's not hatred. That's not, you're not like, oh, goddamn ants, that's why. No, it's just they're in the way.
Yeah, I would just think that.
So you're like impartial. Just like, if you live forever, you'd be like, these people are so fleeting. If I kill them,
they're not.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Changes nothing.
They're not one of,
in the grand scheme.
I'm not like them.
What is
they're
it
not
in the
one of me.
In the grand scheme?
Calculus.
Yeah, in the grand calculus of
the universe. The multiverse.
Keep going. What's the whole thing?
In the grand calculus of the multiverse, your death means
your sacrifice.
Your sacrifice is
whatever. We botched it. Anyway, go watch Doctor Strange or don't. But
he says it twice.
Yeah. When's the first time he says it? Or no, someone says it to him.
So
doesn't Ancient One say it to him or something?
No, he uses it twice, but it's two different versions of him.
He says it at the beginning of Multiverse of Madness.
That's a different version of him. Then he says it. He says the same thing. He goes, "I'm sorry, but in the grand calculus of the multiverse, your sacrifice means ultimately more than your life." Yeah, something like that.
I think that is it.
Yeah.
Who does he say it to? Because I know that
he says it to Spider-Man, and the other one says it to.
He says it to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
When?
So during.
Yeah. I think you're right. Well, look.
It's when that spell goes crazy. He's trying to explain to him. He goes,
"I can't hold it."
It's not his sacrifice. He says it about the octopus and all of them.
That's right. Yeah. Yes.
In the grand calculus.
He says it not on the Statue of Liberty in the dungeon.
He says it about the other.
And then that's when he grabs the little
villains.
box.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, how cool! Real quick, and then we'll talk about the boys. Yeah. But how cool? Because we're talking about so superhero, so it's on theme. But when Peter's spider sense, his tingle, moves the box in his astral form.
Yeah.
Well, he's in an astral form. His body
he's like,
still
how are
has
you
it.
Doing that?
Yeah,
you shouldn't be able to do that.
This is so cool, man.
Yeah.
And then he goes right back in. Dude, Spider-Man's dope.
Yeah.
Tom Holland's such good casting. I'm so excited.
That
for
was the
Deadpool
greatest thing ever,
Wolverine.
and just like these people say, the death experience people, he's like, that was the coolest thing that's ever happened to me, but don't ever do that again. Yeah, I would be pissed too. I'd be like, don't separate my body.
Yeah,
don't do
Don't
that.
push me on my body,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
It
weird.
sucks.
When she does it to Hulk, Ancient One, that's the best. He's like, sorry, I wasn't asking. Let's start again, shall we?
Yeah.
He's completely powerless at that point, and he's just this little man instead of this monster.
It's funny that he's wearing like a checkered shirt and shit. It's
Yeah.
like, why would you be wearing like clothing? Like when Peter's knocked out of his suit, why is he wearing like his school,
his normal clothing?
Yeah, like
I
that
think
he wear to
that's
school.
like his self-projection image, right? That they kind of like the Matrix.
So if you were to be knocked out of your body, what would you be wearing?
Jeans and a black T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. That sucks.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So The Boys season 4. I think there's some problems with this season, man. I'm not loving it. And it's the penultimate season, like we were saying. We have one season left.
Okay.
So this should be doing a lot of heavy lifting this season, right?
Yeah. I thought it
And-
was the end. I'm surprised, man.
Well, it's the beginning of the end, I'll tell you that much. No, it really is the end. So let's talk. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
So there's a few things. One thing I've noticed about The Boys season 4, when I first turned it on, that was so freaking weird.
Yeah.
Was Mother's Milk. Have you noticed the difference? Everyone's talking about it. I'm sure you have. He went from a hulking beast of a man to skinny.
Oh, the
shaved.
character. Yeah. No, that happened last season. He
Nah,
got
bro.
real skinny.
Nah, this season.
I'm pretty sure last season he was skinny too. He got he looked sick.
Well, he looks sick this season.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I think last season a little bit, maybe during some research or something, but he definitely slimmed down. I even have pictures here. Dude,
Yeah,
look
he,
at this.
He doesn't look healthy.
No, he
which is
literally.
sad.
So this is Mother's Milk as we knew him. Season 1. Just
I didn't know that's what they called him.
Mother's Milk?
Yeah,
That's his name,
funny.
MM.
I
Yeah.
didn't remember that.
The whole time they call him MM or Mother's Milk.
That's funny.
Really?
Yeah,
You
I
didn't know
did.
the character's name?
No, I swear
right.
they call him something else in this season because I've been watching it. I don't remember them ever saying "mother's milk." Those words.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember those
That's
words.
the character's name, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if anyone's called him that in a while.
No. That's his name. That's all they call him.
No, he has a name.
Yeah, but I think the only person that's ever called him that is the woman, like, in charge of the thing, like, maybe once.
Oh.
Yeah, they all call him MM. But anyway, neither here nor there. Here's him, hulking beast of a man. And the cool part was he was this giant, hulking savage, but he was actually a sweetheart, right?
They
And
make jokes in the show about it. That
look
he
at
used to
this
eat.
son of a bitch. Look at this giant guy.
Yeah.
What happened, bud?
Yeah.
What is this? What is this little pipsqueak?
Well, he might be ill.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be like a Chadwick Boseman thing. We're like, "Fuck's wrong with this guy?" And then
No, he doesn't look healthy.
no, he doesn't.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. And why'd he shave? Cover up the gauntness with a little beard, right? So that was first. I was like, "What's going on? Why is MM so freaking small?" It was odd. That was just jarring.
Yeah.
And we're not even talking about
It is
plot or
weird
anything yet.
how different
And
he
then
looks.
someone else looked different. Just look at the difference, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He looks sickly.
Yeah,
You're right. He does look sickly.
Yeah.
But did you notice someone else looks very different also?
No.
Starlight has a different face.
What?
Dude, she got mad plastic surgery. Look at this.
That's not how she looks.
Yes,
in
it
the
is.
show.
Yes, it is. It's so clearly. Yeah, when I first saw it, I'm like, what is wrong? I looked it up, and all these plastic surgery things. That's why I looked it up.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, look, this
In the show,
might be
she
how
still
you.
seems to look like herself.
Oh, it's still her, but
Yeah.
dude, remember she looked younger, and now she like definitely the cheek implants,
Yeah.
lip implants. The jaw seems similar. The eyes seem bigger.
Those pictures, the one on the right looks so bad. She doesn't look that bad in the show. She looks more like on the left.
No. I just tried to find the best like comparisons where you
Yeah.
could literally see all the little things.
Yeah.
And yeah, she looks like shit. I mean,
That
there's no
sucks.
makeup
She
or
did-
anything.
Yeah, she didn't need to do all the surgery.
No,
That sucks.
none of these girls do. Megan Fox was the most beautiful woman alive, and then she fucking messed her face
They
up.
go too far.
It's like, what are you doing, sweetie? You're
I
beautiful.
agree.
But why am I still beautiful? It's like, yikes. Okay, so Starlight is just, that was mean. Starlight looks crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? She looks insane and it's horrible. I hate it. But also, Billy Butcher.
Yeah.
Got a few questions.
Okay.
Is Billy on the team or not? He's getting kicked off, and then he's back on, and he's kicked off again. Does he care about being on the team? Why? If he is dying, which he's dying, we know this, right?
Yep.
He has the tumor from taking the too much temporary V.
But he also took real V.
What?
He did real V.
What's real V?
The actual V, not temp V. He injected V, we find out in this most recent episode.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you're saying. Not temp.
It didn't give him healing abilities, but it gave him something.
Yeah, so
he's got something in him.
Well, yeah, because we saw what happened with Elastic Man.
Right,
What's his
and he
name?
doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, but what is that called? What's the guy's name? Ezekiel.
Okay.
The one who's basically Reed Richards.
Yeah.
So if you're Billy Butcher, and you literally have 6 months to live, wouldn't you be bending over backwards to make sure that you save Ryan from Homelander?
Yeah.
Why does he seem so nonchalant? Like, fuck it, I guess maybe not. All right, I'll be on the team. Nah, I won't be on the team that I started. Wouldn't you be like,
he seems to
gung-ho?
He seems to be like really, but he's also he's dying. Like he's weak. And he is.
But he's Billy Butcher.
He's trying to get him away from Homelander. Like when he invites him to the house.
They literally said he's like, oh, I'll just stay here and drink then. Fuck it. It's like, what are you doing?
No, his dying wish is that they get him away from Homelander.
His dying wish. He
to Mother's Milk.
Is the boys. He was the
but
team
he's
before
not
the team
anymore.
was the team.
He's not as strong as he used to be. He's fallen over. He's
arguably
having hallucinations.
stronger.
He's something's wrong with him. He knows that he's not his old self. He's unpredictable. He could be in the middle of a fight and start stroking out or seizing. Like he's not reliable. So I think he realizes
he could kill
that
the hell out of
liability.
somebody.
Yeah, but he's also a liability now, and he's hallucinating constantly. He's very sick.
Tina said, women nowadays need to stop pumping their faces up the way they're doing because they look worse than before. Couldn't agree
every
more.
time.
Yep. They've taken away their natural beauty. It's very sad. It's so true. So it's always to what's the term? To basically combat aging, right? That's what most of it is.
Yeah.
Some of it is just insecurity, like what's her name? Moriarty, Emily Moriarty, the girl who plays Starlight. Yeah.
Okay.
She did it because she was insecure. She's like, I want bigger cheekbones and bigger lips and blah, 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 blah. And obviously, I'm assuming.
But why? Yeah.
But it's crazy. She was beautiful before.
What women find attractive is so
it's not
different.
what men find attractive.
From what we find attractive.
Because it's so fucking annoying to me. They'll go and they'll be like, I was thinking about getting lip injections. And all their friends like, oh my God, you would look so good with that. And then they go to their boyfriend and they're
it's like,
no, babe.
Yeah, your friends aren't the ones that are
banging you
in love
night.
with you. Yeah, that want to look at you and say you're beautiful every day.
No, and because women are so vicious with each other, they'll say, oh no, that's a great idea.
Yeah, you're right.
Because dude, they're pretty. Women are
that.
savage with each other, and
they do.
I think men have should take a lot of that blame, but that's a whole nother conversation. But I think we do project these standards, and we do give women reason to fight, but they're also have their own agency.
Dude. Today's world with social media and AI and all that stuff, like nobody looks like they actually do. Every girl does the same surgeries, so they're all starting to have a very similar look.
I know. Just like, you know how Mickey Rourke looked just like, damn it, what's her name? Fashion Police before she died?
No.
What's her name?
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Dude, give me a name. Chat, help us out here. Give me a name.
I don't know. What is her name? You're talking about her, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You sound like...
Oh, my God. I'm telling you right now. Howard.
Melissa is her daughter's name.
Yeah.
I got
J.
the implants.
It's a J.
I did the implants because, I thought, fuck it. I just do the implants. I'm dying anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anyway, they had the same face, Mickey Rourke and her.
Yeah.
Like, you all get the same, because it's
Dolly
that plastic
Parton.
look. Yeah, Dolly Parton and that woman and Mickey Rourke all have the same goddamn face.
She's so great, too. She's such a brilliant comedian.
I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, great impression.
What's
Melissa and June Carter. Like, what the fuck is her name? Chat, help us out. But GL said, "What about Drake and his BBL?" Have you seen that? He actually got like.
No, that's so stupid.
Bro,
I think when men do this kind of stuff, it's really bad.
Did you see the dick pic?
No, obviously.
Okay, I don't know why it's obvious.
Because what? Drake?
Bro, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I think it's like a dildo. First of all, it's like soft, but so he's. So he's holding the bass. Like
I'm
this.
not like a Drake follower, so
no, I don't care about Drake either. But he's holding like the bass, and there's like this much left over hanging out. It's like, that's not real, dude. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. It's the weird. I swear he's holding like a dildo, and it's a joke. And then his little tiny penis is underneath the giant dildo.
Yeah, people that do the pictures and stuff, I think that's a mistake.
Well, let's not hate on anyone that ever sent a dick pic. But
I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not. It's probably not a great idea. But so anyway, Juliette Lewis. What's her name?
It's such a desperate, gross thing to do, and I don't think there's like. How many women out there are really like, oh, thank God I got this picture sent to me? Like, it's such a...
Dude, women always ask.
Gross,
I don't know.
Desperate thing. And then it's out there forever. You know it's going to get used against you at some point.
Joan Rivers, boy.
Oh, Joan.
It's me, Joan Rivers.
Joan.
It's me, Joan Rivers.
I'm telling you. Oh.
Yeah. And my daughter...
Howard.
So, you just always do her on the Howard Stern show?
Because that's the last, right before she died. That was like one of her last interviews.
Yeah, but she was just doing the flash.
Oh, Howard.
Adele looked like a swan dipped in dog shit. It's like, pass, please. I get it.
Oh my goodness, what are you wearing? Yeah, she's fun.
I don't know who
I miss
you're doing.
Joan. That's Joan.
That's not.
Yeah, that's all she did was talk like this.
You call these bagels?
And she had like a strange there's quiver in her voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what about when that person
her.
called her out? She was like making fun. She was making a joke about like deaf people or something, and someone's like, "Oh, that's fucked up," or whatever in the crowd. She's like, "You idiot! Before you scream out, my husband was deaf. You idiot! Learn about things before you just scream. You fucking idiot, you!" Dude, it was hilarious. But she does have that Robin quivers in her voice.
Yeah.
You motherfucker, you. How you gonna go over? She's Joe Pesci.
Man, I wish I could remember what Howard said at her funeral. It was really
I'm sure
funny.
It was remarkable.
It was really funny.
One of Joan Rivers' last interviews was our statements. That was Michelle Obama was a trans. That bitch is a trans, I swear.
I swear. Yeah, I could see her saying something like that. She's like a roast
master.
master.
Her and Lady Gaga rubbed tips, and I was there. It was in the back of the Emmys.
Her and Lady Gaga, yeah.
Her and Lady
Look
Gaga.
Look at the close-up. Do a close-up on it.
Yeah.
What's that?
She pulls like a John Man. So if you look over here, you see, if you circle here, you see a little bit of the bulge. If you turn around, you can actually see. It's very much an Ace Ventura situation. She does the tuck and roll, as we call it.
Melissa, come in here.
What, Mom? I have everything because of you.
Take a look at this.
I owe my whole life to you. What?
You're ungrateful little bitch. Oh. Yeah.
Put me on another show. Let me interview people. Ugh.
I swear. Just put me out of my misery already.
I told you I'm not going to even euthanize you because I don't respect you. Ugh. I have everything because of you. Ugh.
Does she do anything?
Yeah.
She does?
I'm sure she runs the PR for some fucking agency somewhere because everybody in Hollywood.
Oh, she was talking about something. Oh, never mind. I can't say it on air. I just remember what he said.
Please.
No, it was really funny though. Go look up.
Just like give us the gist. You can't fucking do that.
It was something that she brought up herself about how with age comes
libido,
less lubrication.
Oh yeah, okay. She has a dry vagina.
So he brought it up at her wake.
He's fucking twisted, man. He's a sick son of a bitch.
No, it made the whole place erupt, and it was actually the best speech of the night, and people talked about it afterwards.
Yeah, maybe now she's more lubricated than she was at I don't know who.
He says like the last conversation I had with Joan was about her dry.
Her dry vagina.
Yeah, her dryness.
Her dry vagina. I'm so dry down there. It used to be. It used to be like a running river. Get it? I'm Joan Rivers. But now it's like a desert. It's a desert in there. Howard. My asshole's more moist than my vagina.
Jesus.
Anyway, I don't know why you brought that up. It's fucking creepy, dude. Weird. But yeah, that's funny about Michelle Obama. But so The Boys, it's a season 4. It's not that good, and I'll tell you why. So not only is Mother's Milk and Starlight look totally different.
Yeah, okay.
Shells of their former selves, right?
Yeah, especially the guy.
MM.
Yeah.
His name's Mother's Milk.
But again, we think he is sick.
He might be, yeah, it might be a Bose.
That's not a normal change.
No. If you just like stop working out, you don't become sick.
Not just that, yeah. He's not thin, like he's not in shape. It's like, oh no. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. And like, why'd he shave though? That's like the mustache doesn't work. It looks weird. Anyway, I hope you're alive.
Yeah.
In 2 years, in 20 years, in 50 years.
Yeah.
I hope you outlive us all, MM. But Billy Butcher, shell of his former self also, he's so impartial when he's dying, and he should be like, all I need to do is save Ryan.
Every episode I'm overcoming his dying to try and save the day.
It's him talking to an illusion of Becca. It's all it is.
He keeps saving the day. He saves their asses every time, and then he literally has a seizure in the shower. He can barely stand up, and he's still trying to fight this battle just for his son's sake. And he even tells his son, like, if I die, I'm scared to death that I'm going to die without making things right with you.
Yeah.
And so,
I know.
And then
I know his motivation. I'm saying
tells him,
he's not doing enough.
If I don't make it, please make sure you get him away from Homeland.
I get it, but he should be injecting 6 compound Vs at a time, going ham and killing Homelander. Because what happened? Soldier Boy and him got into it because he wouldn't
nick some of the V, and I tried it, and I'm still dying. Didn't do nothing. Remember, he does that whole stuff. Yeah,
didn't do a thing. But we know.
Right. Never mind. But what? he does. He tried it. He tried the V. It didn't save him.
Okay, but we know that he has some power because when he was about to die, Becca's like, "No, you don't pass out. Use your power."
I love that she's telling him, like, just because you're sick doesn't mean this is over.
Yeah.
Just because you're dying doesn't mean the job's done. I like that.
You're making me hold this position too long because I have a theory.
I love that. That's what's happening.
I have a theory regarding that, but we'll get to it. So, dude, let's move on. So we also got.
So GL thinks it might be chemical that's
what?
Causing him to lose so much weight and look like that. That he might have some sort of chemical addiction.
DRUGS.
Yeah.
Okay, you're saying it all weird, chemical. Okay, so Mickey Rourke.
I was thinking that too. I was like, that's
great.
Funny.
Yeah. So here's Ryan in season 1.
Yeah.
This is another one of the transformation things that has been killing me with season 4.
Okay.
Ryan season 1.
Yep.
Ryan season 2. Oh, different actor. Okay. Kids. You recast kids all the time.
Very different. Yeah.
That's fine.
They age fast too.
Ryan season 4. He's a grown man. Yeah.
Kids age way fast.
He just got his.
It's just part of doing business with them.
He just pulled out a second mortgage on his home. Like, what the fuck? Why is he so old?
Yeah, but time has passed. It's been a couple
That's
years.
fine.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't been a couple years.
Right? Hasn't it been?
Nope. So it's been not long enough for him to look like this. So if we're okay with recasting, then let's recast, because obviously we're okay with it, right? Because that's him in season 1.
Kids do look.
And now this is him.
So how long did it take to make? It's been the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, a couple years. Yeah,
so then he's a couple years older. Yeah.
No, I understand how time and age work.
Yeah.
I'm saying recast because he looks way too different.
Time has passed.
But not this much time. Not this much time.
I think I don't know. That's kind of nitpicky.
Okay.
I think he's okay.
He's too old. He's too old. He's too old.
But by next season, he's going to be really old. But I think he's okay right now.
No, because to your point, by the next season, he's going to be like, "Hey, Dad, so what's the dealio, my man?"
Yeah.
So why not recast now? Would have been the time to recast. So then another problem I have.
Yeah.
Who's this?
I killed this family.
Yeah.
And now for some reason I flirt with him constantly.
Yeah. So
I don't know why.
No one does. So here's something we've understood from the beginning of the show. It's weird. Some people are like, Frenchie's gay now? What the hell? No, Frenchie's been pretty gay since jump. He kisses.
Especially, I mean, France.
He's French.
They're very
He's French.
open.
His name's Frenchie.
Yeah.
Of course he's gay.
It is
no, he's bi.
strange for me to have different tastes.
Bro, we've seen him kiss men on the lips in the show.
I like what I like.
We've even seen a girl that he slept with say, "I'll do the strap on again." Like we know he gets paid.
Always been super,
Androd? No, not even androgynous. Just bi. He's bi. He's bi. He's bi. That's fine.
Fluid. I don't know the words.
Gender.
Anymore.
I don't know any of the terms.
Yeah, there's so many.
But I'll learn them. So it just. What was I talking about? Gender fluidity.
About why is he sleeping with this guy?
So this guy. My favorite.
All I saw was the scar on his ankle that you have,
and that I haven't noticed yet, even though we're sleeping together all the time. Anyway,
this thing that can identify me is the only thing you saw.
Yeah.
Like, come on. What are the odds?
Just wear socks, I guess, cover it up. But anyway, so spoilers, season 4 episode of The Boys, by the way, up to episode 4. So then,
it was me.
Yeah.
So those were the transformations from Ryan to Mother's Milk to
Still doesn't ruin
Starlight.
the show for me.
Doesn't ruin the show yet.
Yeah.
Billy Butcher. He's having
Still
a character
badass.
transformation.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think he should be working harder towards
Everything he says is the
he's the
best.
man. He's the best.
Just
Billy
golden.
Butcher's the best.
Yeah.
And we'll get into the good. This is the bad. We'll get into the great of the show.
Okay.
But another thing is that I don't like is this Colin character. He seems very shoehorned in. And my biggest problem.
Yeah, why do we need him?
We don't. And my biggest problem with him is my favorite
struggle of some kind.
What's your favorite relationship in the show?
Favorite relationship?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be the CEO and her tied up guy on the floor. No, I don't know.
Stupid. Yeah.
The relationships have changed over the
I know.
seasons.
So what's your favorite
very
right now?
much.
Current.
I don't even know who. I probably Frenchie and what's her name?
And Kimiko.
X23.
Kimiko.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Literally fucking knockoff. 100%.
Yeah.
And they even said
They're a good pair.
They kissed and they're like, "Oh, that was weird because we're more than that." Blah blah blah. So what I always thought, I didn't think that to mean it was like a Marty McFly kissing your sister.
We shake hands in France.
Yeah, I didn't think it was like a Marty McFly. I felt like kissing my brother type of thing. I don't think it's that.
No.
I thought it was more. I thought it's gonna be like Here's my theory: is they know that they're constantly putting themselves in dangerous situations, so they're not like gonna let themselves get to that point. But as soon as they're done fighting, they'll be like, "All right, get over here, girl." You know what I mean? That's what I always was hoping for. Right?
Okay.
I could be wrong. This is me shipping the two of them and just saying, "Hey, whatever."
No, I just thought it was like a kind of just this fleeting side romance that didn't really mean anything. It was just like because we go through all this together, like we're the only two to grab each other.
Because I'll tell you what,
is it gonna be?
Well, yeah, but like Huey and Starlight, they have no chemistry at all. At all.
They're not even on screen together.
Dude, like, are they fighting in real life or something? Or do the actors hate each other?
I don't know.
Because it's so weird. Like, I swear they, like, avoid them being... they haven't kissed this whole season.
Yeah.
They're not holding hands. I don't even know if they're a fucking couple or not.
Oh, yeah, right. Because we find out that they made that decision to not have the baby. And maybe that's affecting how they are together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
So
I've
that
always
might be
appreciated the
it.
boys not talking down to the audience. But
I think that's
I
it.
mean,
I think they're having a hard time.
Give us a hint about that then.
I think that's what they finally just did. I think.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because
I know she freaked out and everything.
He barely comforts her from that information coming out.
Yeah,
and they have like this whole dialogue about we made this decision.
Sure.
And I'm sorry that it got put out there into the public, and it's not right. But it's not like him comforting her as a husband
boyfriend
or a fiance or anything like that.
A boyfriend.
Or even a boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's very cold. So maybe that has affected their relationship.
Sure, and that's fine. But yes, because something's rotten in Denver. It's very
like I said,
odd.
they're not even on screen ever together.
No. So this
they're
guy
avoiding
just
each other.
I had to look up his name, Colin. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was it. Useless. So the best parts of season 4.
Yeah.
Sister Sage, Homelander, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I was like, cool addition to the cast.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait for him to do something.
I know. That's another one of the things I underutilized like a mother trucker.
Yeah, dude, you can.
He should be in every episode as like a mainstay.
Yeah,
like he should join the boys. He should either join the boys or have his own
Him
side.
and Butcher together.
That's all I
so
care about.
Fun.
I don't. Huey, do whatever you want, Bubba. Mother's Milk. Frenchie, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah.
And Butcher. That's all I want. Versus fucking Homelander and Sister Sage.
Sage is great because
she
was so bored and with such an intellect that to her, like, she finally has a purpose. And she's going
hard, bro. But so here's the great parts. Another thing I loved was Captain Homelander's disguise.
Yeah.
Where it's literally like the Captain America disguise. I loved that. I thought that was great because anything Captain America related, I'm gonna love.
Yeah,
obviously.
The CIA would call this a level 1 disguise.
Yeah, absolutely. But I thought that was great when he goes to see Sister Sage.
Yeah.
And then 2 new additions that I love: Sister Sage and Firecracker. They're both awesome, awesome characters.
You don't remember me, do you?
Yeah.
Honey?
Dude, she has this whole vendetta against
I like
Starlight.
when Butcher asks and she won't, but he knew something was up. He's like, so we got to find out what it is she got against you.
Yeah.
I don't believe you, darling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows something that there's some
Billy
deep
Butcher.
issue here. What is it she's got up her ass about you?
Yeah. And just hearing the scene with him and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, because there's only been like 2, is the best because they both have great voices. So he's like, God damn, you son of a bitch. Good to see you again. He's like, oh, I thought you'd been dead since 89, you son of a bitch. It's like the 2 coolest motherfuckers ever
Yeah, they
talking.
are the best.
I love it. Yeah. But Negan, little pig. Like he has the coolest voice. He's so great.
He's good, man. He's good in everything.
And I love him in everything.
Yeah.
So take Negan and Billy Butcher here and have them talking the whole show, and I'm cool.
Yeah,
and then have them fight Homelander, and I'm happy. But here's my thing, dude. We're going from a season, the Soldier Boy season, I'd argue the best season.
Yeah, because he was one of the coolest characters.
Dude, evil Captain America fighting evil Superman. Fan fiction porn, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's everything I've ever asked for that I didn't even know I wanted.
Everything you want's right in front of you, and now you blink.
Yeah. The way he talks, I know.
I love when he's like, I wish I could have raised you. I wish I could have been there so that you didn't turn out to be
pathetic.
such a piece.
Pussy.
Yeah. You don't think that's where it's going. You think he's
you think he's
it's a loving moment.
Yeah, he's calling to be like,
such a whiny little
bitch.
baby.
Yeah. No, it's so good. And he's like,
and I love that he can like hang.
You think you look tough, pal? You're wearing a cape.
Yeah, it's
so cool,
good,
dude. He's such a
he can hang.
badass.
He can beat his ass. He beat his ass. That was awesome. And he has none of all those powers. All he is just durable.
He's durable and strong. Yeah. And then the Russians gave him that thing that takes away superpowers. I think that's what Butcher
has. The explosive.
And that's what happened to Ezekiel.
A bomb. Yeah.
And that's what happened to Ezekiel.
Yeah.
So that's a cool theory. I have a cool theory that I want to get to also. But just a few more things real quick.
So check it out. When Butcher took Temp V, what powers did it give him?
The laser eyes.
No, it gave him all of Homelander's powers.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did.
No, common misconception.
He did all of it.
No, bro, he just got the laser eyes. I promise. Look,
dude, he took hits from him.
Yes,
they were fighting, so he had
all
of
soups.
Homelander's
All
powers.
soups become very durable. That's all soups.
So he was able to go toe to toe with Homelander.
He just got the laser eyes.
No, he didn't. He got
Jared,
all of
did
the
he fly? He can't fly.
Maybe I don't know.
No.
I don't remember if he flew.
He can't fly.
But the point is,
he just got laser eyes, and they all become durable.
No, okay. Well, my point is,
please,
when he took Temp V, he got the powers he needed to get the job done on the guy that he wanted to fight. Now, his goal is completely changed. His goal is destruction of Homelander.
So
right?
his power is to adapt to destroy whatever he needs to destroy.
Exactly.
That's a cool theory.
He has the one thing inside of him now that can kill Homelander. That's what his power became.
So you think
it's not to heal, it's not to be strong. He doesn't need the laser eyes anymore. He needed that to fist fight with Homelander. He's not fist fighting him anymore. Now he's dying, so he needs an atom bomb. That's what he became. So I think the V gave him what he needed to do
that's
the
a
job.
cool idea for a power.
Yeah.
It's whatever your goal is, It's sort of like Darwin, but
yeah, because it's everything.
Instead of defensive, it's offensive.
You put it into just like what's his name got the ability. I mean, if anybody was going to get invisibility or teleportation,
Huey,
right? Because that's what he is. He's hiding. He's always in the background, and yeah. So that's what you would give him. That's what he would want, because subconsciously that's what he needs. So I think the V gives you that whatever it is that you. In your soul, what you think you need.
Yeah, GL said, I've never seen the show. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a great show. Go check it out.
You gotta watch
it. It's fantastic, especially superhero shit. Yeah,
if superheroes were real people, like they would be fallible and they would make mistakes and they would become too powerful to control.
And they're all
they
horrible.
Would do whatever they want.
Horrible.
Yeah,
horrible.
And so a group of humans have to kill what are very difficult people to kill because of how strong they are.
They call themselves the boys, and they're a group of humans.
It's a great story.
And they, as we've as we've mentioned, they've taken a temporary way to get superpowers to combat these heroes. But just real quick.
Yeah.
Given Life, hang in there with us just a few more minutes. So great additions. Sister Sage, I love, and I love the far right, like conservative. Mouthpiece as a superhero.
Oh, even when they have that dirt on her and they're like, we're gonna send this, and she pushes the button for them. She goes, fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Dude,
I was like,
I love
my
her.
God.
Yeah. And then what does she do? And it's brilliant. She says, yep, I fucked up, whatever, blah, blah. But
and it turned me to the Lord.
Exactly.
Like, she did the televangelist thing.
And then she talked about she did the what do they call it? The what about or whatever.
I did this, but Starlight.
But what did they call that?
I don't know.
And but or something like that. You don't know what I'm talking about? No. It's like an argument
she
tactic.
Turned it back to Starlight and what she's done.
It's like a rhetorical argumentative like tactic. I forget what it's called. But anyway, she does that where she's like oh, that sucks. I did that. But what about isn't I forget. But what about Starlight? Yeah. She didn't she had a schmishmartian, Yeah. So she's great. Sounds like a boy band. Yeah. Her having to get lobotomized. So when I first saw this, I was like, I literally paused and I'm like, what am I looking at? Is that a syringe? Is that it's a needle? Is that scissors?
I love this idea.
I didn't know what it was. Genius. I didn't know what it was.
There's an episode of House that's very similar to this.
But you see her like she's all like happy eating. I'm like, she's stoned. And then you see that thing. I'm like, oh, is it a drug? Like, what's going on?
No.
And I thought I missed something. I didn't realize they didn't tell you yet. And then the next time we see her with him, he's like, hey, lobotomy.
Yeah.
But another one of my favorite relationships, the Deep and Ambrosius.
I like that we can hear her talk now.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's Tilda Swinton's voice. It's the ancient one.
That's great.
Yeah, but I think it's...
Are you embarrassed of me? Why do you hide me in the closet?
Dude, and it's such a cool concept to actually show Aquaman how it would be to psychically talk to fish. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Even if she's in the other room.
You would develop connections to them.
And, of course you would develop this friendship and sexual, potentially, connections. I mean, well, he has gills, bro. He's the closest thing. Plus, if you're talking to him, and if you just have a good conversation with a girl that you're not initially attracted to, things could change. But obviously, if you're talking
being attracted to an octopus is absurd.
It's wild. Frenchie and Kimiko, one of my favorite relationships, and now it's just sort of thrown out for this guy that we don't even know anything about.
I love watching her just like go in and wreck shop because she's X-23. Like she just can't be killed. Yeah.
No, she's so gangster. She's so strong, and she is X-23.
So fast.
Bro, what about it was very Deadpool when she reaches out for Starlight when Starlight's flying. And she reaches out, but she has the baby hand, so she doesn't reach. Shit like that, man. This show's so good.
The show's great.
That's another thing that I really liked.
Yeah.
But again, a lot of stuff I didn't. So here we go. I think that's the end of the stuff I like. No. Okay. So here's my little theory.
Okay.
So Becca, we know, is a ghost now, or an illusion, whatever you want to call it, right? She's dead. So, but he's talking to her, and it's probably from all that Compound V, right?
Yeah.
You'd assume. So I have a theory that another character is actually completely fake.
Oh. Okay.
And it's somebody else who's taken a lot of Compound Vs, and it's their illusion. And if you watch, This person never interacts with anyone else except that one person, just like Billy with Becca. Do you know who I'm talking about yet?
Trying to picture a character that we don't.
I'll give you a
see
hint.
interact with anyone.
Huey is the one that's interacting with this person. I think
The mother?
I think Huey's mom is a complete freaking illusion.
Oh, okay. Well, what she
we
did
never
at
see
the
her
end
talk
of that
to
episode.
Yeah, well, we never see her talk to the nurse. The decision's
What do you mean?
already
There's
been
a
made.
whole legal proceeding about him getting the rights to be able to.
And who discusses that? Her and him. It's not like a nurse
Right.
talks to the three
so
of them.
someone else is making decisions for her dad. So she has to be real.
No. I think he's making these decisions, and he's projecting it onto his mom as if she's real, which she isn't.
Then why did he have to legally fight for?
So he can force himself to give him Compound V to save him.
No, but we saw that legally she's in charge of his health care
We saw that how?
through the legal paperwork that he gave to his lawyer to try and fight.
Jared, I'm saying he's having illusions, but
But that nobody's there, and he did that
She's
whole
not
legal
real.
thing as a.
no, it's just like
In his
any
head?
other illusion where you think like Fight Club. Oh, you're having a beer and you're fighting. No, really, you're punching yourself. You know, you don't know that. People looking at you see that, but you see what you want to see. You think these people are having a conversation. You think that he's fighting. No, you're fighting, but you're projecting. You're seeing it as that.
So, but he's not dying. He doesn't have a brain tumor. He doesn't have the brain worm thing
No.
in his body or whatever. So you just think that.
I think it's a side effect of taking Temp V. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think she's fake. I think she's completely fake. His mom showing up out of the blue.
Yeah.
Oh, I was.
Well, she would have been called next of kin.
Why would she?
Because next of
He's
kin.
next of kin.
No,
that's,
she is. That's the whole
the
problem.
ex-wife that ran away.
Yeah,
she
but
would not be called.
Legally, she had.
They're
power
not
of
married
attorney.
still, bud.
I know. That's why he was fighting the power of attorney,
Which is silly.
So she would have been on his paperwork, medical papers.
No,
as
that's
the
his
next of kin.
excuse to get her there in his
I'm just
brain.
saying that's how she would get there. Is the hospital would call her because
No,
his
I
medical
understand what the
paperwork
show has
her
been.
name.
I understand what the
Yeah.
show has been.
So that's how they could
feeding us.
Yeah, that's how she could get there as well.
No, this is my theory. I think they're trying to fool us. Is my whole point.
No, it's not. It's not a bad theory, and
Yeah,
it's
okay.
possible.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I think I'm right. I think
but
it's
there are
more than possible.
there are answers to all these questions.
It's like the Joker, you know, like when he in the movie The Joker, when he thought that he was like dating that chick, but he wasn't. He was just crazy. Remember the movie The Joker?
No.
Okay, that sucks.
Sorry.
It's a good movie. I'm lost. What you guys are talking about? I know.
I
But
think most of you guys are. If you haven't watched The Boys, though,
Yeah.
it's a great show.
It's
if you
fantastic.
have,
It's a great
tell
show.
us what you think of that theory, because that could be that's very possible.
Yeah. But I have a couple more notes. I'll just read out. Firecracker, I love. Very like political, and I think that relates to the world today. Black Noir, I love that it's just an actor now who won't shut the hell up.
Yeah.
I think that's so funny.
I thought he lived somehow through that evisceration, but he didn't. It's just a different guy. When I saw him in the trailers, I was like, oh,
yeah,
he lived.
yeah,
Wow.
right. No, yeah, this because he is regenerative and
think that's what I
durable.
thought, yeah.
You'd think, but
But it's not.
so in my notes, you see, I put mother's skim milk because he's all skinny now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought it was funny. Starlight, unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Billy Butcher, blah blah blah. More Negan.
Yeah.
Or
I
Joe
think we will start
Kiesler-
to get more
Kessler.
of him, and he might be the replacement for the dead Butcher in the next season.
I hope Butcher doesn't die too soon. Yeah.
He
and
has
then
to.
Annie and Huey
He's
have no
at the
chemistry. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think Frenchie's gonna die.
That's why I thought the show was ending this season. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, if Butcher's dead, the show's over.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what?
So Frenchie shoehorning in the boyfriend thing, I think is silly, and doing the Winter Soldier thing where, oh, this person that I care about, but really I killed their family, or whatever. Stupid. It's been done, and it's not working.
I did it. It was me. I did it.
Yeah, I love.
He didn't even have to ask. He just starts beating him. You psycho.
Yeah. Well,
Just do it. I deserve it.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
Hit me again.
Yeah, I am a masochist.
Kimiko.
A-Train's arc, I like A-Train now. I think he's the shit.
Yeah.
I love what they're doing with this character. That's another one of the good.
He's become
Sister Sage
awesome.
manipulating everybody. How Ashley looks at Sister Sage and is like, oh, that's how a bad bitch runs shit.
Yeah.
like I'm a joke. I'm just doing whatever Homelander says, basically.
I love how she said
She's not
Disney's
scared of
been
shit.
trying to recruit her for years.
I love it. Firecracker, I said great. Homelander still fucking one of the best parts of the show.
There is not a moment where he's on screen where
you're not terrified. Where you're not terrified. He's so unpredictable.
As the audience, you're scared.
No, straight
you're
up.
Like, oh my gosh, what's he gonna do?
Is he gonna kill Ryan? Like,
and he's
you
always
have no
smiling.
idea. I know. He's sick. Yeah.
Sit in the chair for a second.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Go in the oven. It's like, like you never know what he's gonna do.
Dude,
yeah, it's so scary.
As soon as he showed up.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. Go on in. And you're like, oh.
Why do you think he had the whale cake? Why was it a whale? That was
know.
just the first cake that he found?
I don't know.
Or is there some
I don't know
deep
what a
meaning to
whale
it?
cake is. I don't know. Yeah.
When he shows up to that compound.
No, I know. I've never heard of a whale cake.
But it's in the shape of a whale.
Yeah, I don't get it.
What? Oh, you don't know why either?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why
I
was it
don't
a whale?
get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huey's mom, I don't think is real. So that's about it. That's all I got.
That's good. It's
Cool
good theory.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking around, GL. So, yeah, that's what I got. Cool. Good job, Cameron. Thanks, man.
Yeah. I'm excited to see where the show goes.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. So, what do we got? Is that it?
Yes.
That's it?
I'm done.
I'm done, too.
I got it.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was good. Rocky Start. Production is a lot of work.
Yeah. Well,
but from Jared, ladies and gentlemen.
Chad, love you guys so much. Thank you for everybody who participated, donated, became members, telling us your stories, personal stories in the chat. Thank you for that. If you're watching this after the live show, make sure you comment and tell us, what do you think about these near-death experiences? What are your thoughts on The Boys Season 4? Like, subscribe. We forget to ask, but it is helpful, please. Yep. Share the video if you can. It's always good to see y'all.
Yes, I'm so ready to see Beverly Hills Cop 4 GL.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, we appreciate you. We thank you. We love you. You guys rock, always. I don't know if we're doing a TikTok live after this. We'll see how we're doing on time, but we love you guys. We appreciate you. Hit that like button. You guys are the best. Subscribe. Go watch another one of these episodes. Go check it out, man. We got a lot of stuff. Anything you could think of, we've talked about it at some point. So we appreciate you. We will see you next Tuesday. I got a video coming out either tomorrow or Thursday. That is a lot of fun that you guys are gonna like. And we love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you on that flippity flop. Love you guys. Later.
Flippity flop.
Thank you, CTB.